e.l.f. has expanded their Halo Glow line with the launch of 3 new beauty wands. There are 3 highlighters, 4 blushes, and 5 contours. And I have all 3 of the highlighters and all 4 of the blushes here for you. These remind me a lot of the Charlotte Tilbury highlighters. And at $9, while that's on the high end for e.l.f., it's a lot more affordable than the Charlotte Tilbury. These are only available at Ulta. The blushes come in these kind of pinky boxes, and the highlighters are in the gold ones. Now, the form factor on these is identical to the Charlotte Tilbury one. I know prices everywhere have been going up, but for e.l.f., these come in at $9 a piece. I feel like, yeah, even e.l.f. isn't quite as affordable / cheap as it used to be. Let's see how they perform. I just have foundation on, no powder or anything. When I'm using cream and liquid products, I like to put them on before I set with powder. So that's what we're gonna do. And today I think we will try the Berry Radiant Blush. All right, so that did not take a lot of pressure or squeezing to get that come out, and you can see how that goes. And you know, I own the Charlotte Tilbury. I'm just gonna dab a little bit on my finger and then put it on. Ooh, that's a lot of color. But look how beautifully it shears out. I'm gonna say that went on like a dream, sheared very nicely, very easily. Did not feel like I had to tug at my skin because, of course, at my age, I do not want to tug at my skin. So let's try the other side. For me, honestly, this is always the trick at getting the 2 sides even. Also, I need to give my face just a moment to calm down. My cheeks flush a lot when I'm rubbing on them, and I find I often misjudge exactly how much product I have put on. Well, I like that color. It is, yeah, berry. It's got a little pink undertone, but leans more towards kind of the red. I have really been enjoying the blush that came in that Natasha Denona full face palette that came in my Lucky Bag from Beautylish. And to me, that kind of reminds me of that shade. I think for highlighter, we will try the Rose Quartz. And again, I'm going to use my finger. Now I'm curious because what I have figured out with my highlighter, I put it on when I'm looking especially head on in the mirror. I don't see much, but then when I'm out and about, my daughter said to me the other day, "Wow, Mom, look at your highlighter." And I was like, oh, okay. So just because I'm not seeing much here in my monitor or on my mirror right here, I have a feeling that that has given me a nice glow. Let's just show you on the back of my hand. I, of course, will not know until I'm editing this how much the light is reflecting. So you can either see that it is reflecting or it's not. Today I am using the shade Candlelit, which e.l.f. says is for fair to medium toned skin. And it is a light peach shade. Again, it goes on very easily, and I did end up really liking just the little bit of flush of color that this gave me. I think on darker complexions, it's not going to show up. So I am typically light to medium, might be okay up to medium. Anything darker than that, probably not a great shade. For highlighter today, I'm using Champagne Campaign, which they say is for fair to tan skin tones. This is, yeah, champagne. It's a pearlescent champagne. Once again, I really can't see anything in my monitor, but when I get out in natural light and regular lighting and a good mirror, it gives a nice highlight. This shade is Magic Hour, which is a bronze golden shade. I actually liked it a lot better on than I thought it was going to look in the tube. And it is for fair to tan skin. So again, something for everyone. I got a little heavy-handed on my second side, and so I just dabbed the extra off with a Kleenex. Very easy to do. And for highlighter today, it's the third and final one in the series. It's called Liquid Gold for medium to rich skin tones. And I will say that yes, this gold color probably would be better for me in the summertime. I still have my pale winter skin, but it wasn't too bad. And the last shade I am trying, the fourth one in this series of 4, is Rosé You Slay for fair to tan skin tones. It is more of a true pink, not quite as light as like carnation pink, maybe just a touch of peach in with a carnation pink. Anyway, a very, very pretty shade. And here are my swatches and the ones from the e.l.f. website. On my arm, I have Champagne Campaign, followed by Liquid Gold, and then Rose Quartz. And my swatches of the blushes look very different, but left to right is Candlelit, Magic Hour, Rosé You Slay, and Berry Radiant. I was really happy with how these blushes and highlighters went on. I thought they gave great color. I gotta say, I was really surprised though, the difference between how it looks in the packaging and looks on skin. So unless you're familiar with these shades, you might want to go swatch them. Although I don't think you can go terribly wrong with any of these. I feel like they work really well on lots of different complexions. If you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy this one that I did on e.l.f. color sticks, or this, my playlist of all my makeup reviews.